Hey guys, how's it going? Another beautiful day here in Hawaii. So I'm heading now in our Montero. This is kind of a junk pit slash feed bin. So when we got over here and got this land, it was it's big, 26 acres, 25.9 something acres. It's a big piece of property and it's kind of hilly, and we didn't want to have to walk it all the time. So we were looking at, do we get a four-wheeler, do we get a RZR, do we get a side-by-side, something that can travel the whole place, but also we need to pull a trailer occasionally, we need to go and pick up feed. And so I saw this Montero on Craigslist for like 900 bucks. Went up, bought the Montero, expecting to have a whole bunch of problems. Almost a year later, she's still running strong. Well, I've got you, look at this beautiful view right now. Dang, it's pretty here and the sun's out. So we got this Montero and it's been a great vehicle for us. So I'm on my way now to grab a whole bunch of feed. I decided I have to go to the mainland for 4 or 5 days since this coronavirus kind of shut down our car business, our car rental business. We have a business called CarV where we retrofit cars and rent them out on Turo, Airbnb, those type of platforms. And since we started that business last year, it just died. And so I'm heading with the coronavirus. So I'm heading back to the mainland so that I can make some money, make sure that we can keep funding this place. So in order to go, I'm going to put some gas in this, make sure that my wife has a full tank of gas, get some gas for the, for the generator, just in case she doesn't have enough sun, and fill this up. This is also our generator. We run on an electric fence, so this car serves as the generator as well, so the battery stays fresh. We start it occasionally so that we can keep a fresh electric fence. So I'm going to get some gas, going to get some feed, making sure she's set up to last 3 or 4 days. And while I'm here, I'm gonna take you out. Just barely realized the cows are down. So this guy here, I believe that's Pico. We rescued him first of this year. These guys over here, the rest of them you see, we got Lucy here with the ears. She was one of the first 4 that we rescued, along with Renee, Mia, and Mama. Mama is Mia's mom. Behind her, you'll see little Boop. Boop is, she's a super friendly cow. These two are a little bit skittish. You'll see Pico run. Teddy here that's looking at us, he'll back up a little bit. While you see Boop, she comes to get love. Hi, Booper. So if you hold your hand here, she'll usually start to scratch her own head. So Boop is Betty's baby, and Betty is coming up here on the hill. She's equally as friendly. So if you see Boop, she loves to get love. She'll follow you around like a dog. She's an adorable little cow. She was born in September, so she's now going on 7 or 8 months old. She's your typical black Angus steer. These are your Holsteins, would be dairy farms. Boop will never turn into hamburgers, but that's what she would be. We got Pico running away here. We've got Tex, Sparkle Wonder Cow that some cute little kids named. Brown cow right here doesn't have a name because that was the neighbors that just broke through the fence and is chilling out on our property. We got Betty here, and Betty also loves love. She's gonna come and get some love from me. And then you got behind her there, Dream, who is our latest rescue, other than the little pig that we just rescued. He's our latest rescue. You can see Betty. Betty and Boop both love love. She's a lover. She'll let you love all over her. She loves her some people. And then in the background here, I'll go and introduce you to Miggy. I'll tell you guys a little bit more about all of these guys in a later episode and let you introduce them a little bit more. We got Miggy here coming up the road. Miggy's got a little tender place in my heart. Miggy is as old as Renee, but she's about half the size. She was attacked by some wild dogs on another guy's property. He brought him over to us and said, can you guys save her? I spent hours cutting a bunch of rotten flesh, pulling maggots out of her ear, out of her nose. I can share those pictures here. But we pulled all these maggots out of her. I had to give her penicillin runs for a few different weeks. I'd have to get her on and off the penicillin. And she was just a beat up, really nervous, scared, weak cow. And now the girl, you see her, Miggy's one of my friends here. And if you see this ear over here, you can see that ear that looks like cauliflower. She's afraid of the camera. If you see that ear that looks like cauliflower ear, that is one that the cow's just demolished. We thought she was gonna lose that ear entirely. If you can see, her snout is still bulging there, looks broken. It's been about 4 months, but she still has a little bone cartilage down in there that's trying to work its way out the skin. So you can see Miggy's one of my loves. She loves to have me rub all over her. And it's funny, one of her favorite positions was this position here where I'll stand on. She's moving out of my way now. I'll stand up where I used to stand when I would hold her and inject her with medicine and scratch her ears. This is where she loves to be rubbed. And this is the exact same position that I'd hold her in when we'd have to inject her with her medicine. So anyway, didn't know you were gonna meet our cows. Little introduction to our cows there as I'm heading to set my wife up so that she can make sure that she's not all alone here. It's different being off grid. When I used to leave her and she was living on grid, it was easy. You know, if you flipped the switch, the lights were going to come on. You know, if you turned on the water was going to come out of the spigot. Here, when you're living off grid, you're not guaranteed that you're going to have enough sun to give you power. You're not guaranteed you're going to have enough rain to give you water. You're not guaranteed that it relies on gravity and siphons, and there's a lot more that goes into it. And it's not as simple as just flipping on a switch, and it's not as simple as just hiring a plumber to come down and figure it out here on the island. They're far and few between. We're about an hour and a half away from any of the major cities, so it's a little more scary to leave somebody here like that alone on this big a land without any real neighbors. We don't have a neighbor for about 3 miles, so just making sure that she can be set up, she can feel comfortable, and I can go make some money. I don't like leaving, but I got to. Who would want to go to the mainland when you got this, right? Hey guys, thanks for checking it out so far. Again, I appreciate you guys viewing this far. If you guys like the content, please hit the button down below. Give me a thumbs up, give me a comment, subscribe to the channel, turn on the notifications. All of those interactions, that's how YouTube knows that this is real content and that it's quality content. And that's how I get exposure. Excited to bring you more content. Until next time, I'm Josh Buck, and this is my high life.